Good morning, everyone. Once again, for everyone who's watching the real estate of Dubai quite closely, today we're going to talk about something new and special from Emaar, which is the Heights. We've been expecting this launch for the last year, and Emaar has prepared a special launch for us where they slightly change and manage the differences in the master plan. So again, the few important things what we need to know and understand about the Heights in overall. First of all is the location, of course. And Dubai, we sell location, location, location. So the location of the Heights is actually based on the 611, which is the Emirates road. What is important about that, it's a part of the new Dubai South development. As we all know, the Dubai and Maktoum Airport is coming up live in 2030, where we have 6 aircraft lines, and there will be more than 250 million passengers a year. What is also important is the connectivity. So once again, Al Maktoum Airport is about 10 minutes away. Expo, as we know, the DAP and Expo is about 10 minutes drive. Why Expo City is so important today? As we all know, the DWC World Trade Center stopped existing, and from the 1st of Jan this year, all the biggest show in Dubai will be held here. So we're expecting at least 2.5 million flow of tourists every single month to all the biggest show. Again, Expo City is connected with the Al Maktoum Airport by the single line metro. That's why it's so convenient for everyone. Now, important thing, downtown is accessible but few different roads, and it will take you about 30 minutes without traffic to get there, right? As we know, downtown of Dubai is not so central anymore because government is doing everything possible to move the downtown to a few different locations. One of them is Dubai Marina. Another one is Dubai Creek Harbor, and of course the third one is the Expo, which we already discussed. Now, connectivity. What is important is Dubai is working on a few new roads to get the infrastructure even better. The first road, which is called Al Fay Road, will be connected here. So the Al Hayy Road, which is existing at the moment, will be connecting to the Emirates Road and Al Maktoum, which makes it a bit easier to reach to the downtown. One more road is Al Marabiyah Street is coming up here, which will give you an extra accessibility as well to all the highways within the city. So location within the Dubai South complex itself. So the biggest competitor will be with its own complex from Emaar called the Grand Polo, which was launched last year. And this is exactly what we're going to compare our new Heights launch. Important thing to understand is that the Grand Polo has been launched only in March 2025. Just for comparison, Grand Polo, a 4-bedroom standalone villa, was launched for 7.1 million last March, which gives you the same build-up of 4,600 square feet. Today, the latest phases of Grand Polo was launched for 7.9 million for exactly the same unit and the same build-up. They give us 800,000 difference within just 7 months, right? Now, in comparison, what we have in Heights is something way more better and way more affordable for investors to enter. The prices of the Heights are still tentative, but we're aiming to have a 3, 4, and 5 bedroom villas spread across 3 different clusters: Salwa, Sarah 1, and Sarah 2. So total about 1,262 units. So the 3 bedroom, and I'll show it over to you here, the prices are still tentative, but what we have so far, we'll have 3 bedroom villas. The plot size will be about 4,320 square feet. The build-up is about 3,340 square feet. Plus minus starting price will be about 5.5 million dirhams. The demand is massive for them. The price per square foot, if we go into the details, will be about 1,600 dirhams, which is a way cheaper than any of our competitors on the market. The 4-bedroom will share kind of the same plot. It's about 4,650. The build-up, though, will be an extra 1,100 square feet. It's based on that we'll have an extra floor added. So most probably the 3-bedroom will be G+1, where 4-bedroom will be G+2 standalone villas. They will be starting for 6.8 million, which makes it 1,570 dirhams per square foot. Again, way more profitable than anyone else. The 5-bedroom will be on the frontal line, the single row, will be facing all the parks and community. The plot is 6,538 square feet. The build-up, 5,760. Tentative starting price about 9.2 to 9.5 million, depending on the location. Once again, comparing to all the competitors, the acres from Emirates, we're talking about Al Dar, we're talking about any other competitors within the area till Al Gaf and Ras, we're at least 350 dirhams cheaper than the air on the launches, which makes us a big investment profit. Now, the payment plan most probably will be as usual per Emaar, 80-20, which makes it quite standard with the handed over date of Q1 2030, right? So a good 4 years of building a great community That's a good span of time where you need to make a good amount of money on the resale of this villa. As I mentioned before, Dubai South is expanding rapidly. We have few of the other districts which has been already developed. One of the most important districts of Dubai South is, of course, the DAP. DAP stands as most important investment park in Dubai, where you have all the massive warehouses with all the production sitting there. Quite a lot of CEO offices are there, which makes Heights a perfect place for living next to it. As we mentioned before, the Expo City with the expanding community there, with the World Trade Center, with the Expo Mall coming up in 2026, it will be a great amenities there. Now, Al Maktoum Airport, we already discussed with amount of aircraft and passengers going through the destination. The Grand Polo from Emaar, Damak Riverside, a new community from Damak with the lagoons based on the townhouses and the buildings. And of course, the most prestigious and the biggest development from Emaar so far is the Oasis, where you have all the standalone villas starting from 18 million and going up. This all is our surroundings, which means you have an understanding of quality and level of people living within these areas. Not to go far away, we have the Tilal Al Gaf community, Damak Lagoons, Damak Hills. More and more development is happening within the south areas because the Dubai is so interconnected between the areas. So getting back to the numbers, giving you some updates, what's the approximate capital appreciation and margin you're going to make in the villas. So we've done a consideration. We took into understanding a few different areas like Dubai Hills Estate, Tilal Al Gaf, Al Iberan just want to move on and other communities with the standalone villas. Took the prices on the secondary market and divide them all to have a combined number of approximately 2,800 dirhams per square foot. Give or take with the prices what we have and the launch, if we're talking about the 3-bedroom villas, the average resale opportunity what we're going to have on the second market is about 9 to 9.3 million dirhams. With knowing that the price is 5.5 million, our profit will be 3.8. Now, talking about the capital appreciation of your villa, you'll have a profit of 69% on the resale of your unit. 4-bedroom villa is the more common and more popular. As we all know, we have 2-3 kids in the family. So this is what the clients would choose to live in and, of course, to buy in with a mortgage, which is the most good scenarios in Dubai. So the build-up of 4,312 will give us approximate resale value of 12.1 million based on transaction on the second market today. The profit will be 5.3 million with the ROE capital appreciation of 78%, which makes it the best investment possible in the Heights. Now the 5-bedroom is more rare, more unique. The bigger plot, the bigger build-up from our exclusive villas. The build-up 5,760 with the same price of 2,800 dirhams per square foot gives us 16 million with a profit of 6.9 million and ROE of 75%. Once again, these numbers are not based on our prediction. They're based on exactly second market transaction, what's happening for the last few years and what we're heading towards the 2030 when the project will be handed over. So regarding the location, our community will be expanding all the way over here where you have a right connectivity with the Expo Road, 611 Road, and then the new road, which I told you about, called the Al Fay Road, will come up all the way here, which will give you a good connectivity as well. So there will be 2 roads. Plus, the internal road, which separates now the DAP, will continue all the way inside for the accessibility. So you have quite a lot of ways of in and out driving up. Now, the town square is expanding next to us here, so there will be more villas and the communities coming up over here. Emaar Oasis coming on the other side, Damak Lagoons, Damak Riverside, and Emaar Grand Polo. Plus, as we mentioned before, the whole Expo community is over here, all right? Now let's talk about the master plan. So why this investment might be better than any other opportunity in the market? The investor market is shrinking a bit because the community is overtaking. So we have a lot of end users who are moving to Dubai with their families. They want to stay here and live for good. Unfortunately, not everyone can accommodate themselves on the beachfront, on the sea, or somewhere closer to a park. Everyone's looking for a bigger space, bigger plot, bigger build-up, the families-oriented communities. That's why villas are the best investment now. Townhouses, villas, gives you the best capital appreciation. We are always looking towards the end user who will buy it off us when the project will be ready. That's why this project with 5 or 4-bedroom will appreciate way more than any 2-bedroom on the beachfront. Now talking about the community, as far as we know, as we mentioned before, all the 5 bedrooms will be based on the first rows all across the parks. As we know, there will be no semi-detached villas or townhouses. The 4-bedroom will be on the corner side and then the 3-bedroom will be inside. So this is we know so far from the community. Most important is there will be a lagoon, there will be a school, there will be 1 retail from one side, another sports complex from the other side, and of course the wellness center. They're trying to bring all the infrastructure of this spa resort towards the Emaar community. The park will be an about 2.5 square kilometers in length, so similar to Dubai Hills Estate. And important thing is the connectivity. So they're always trying to offload all the roads so you have the natural flow of the traffic inside the community. So if this project is interesting for you and you want to make some good money, we are already starting collecting the EOI to submit your interest checks to Emaar. So the EOI expression will be in the check or the transfer to Emaar. The 3-bed to secure a unit, you need to get a check of 500,000 dirhams. 4-bedroom is 700K. And 5-bedroom is 1 million. Approximate launch date will be in the 25th of Jan 2026 when we start allocating the bookings. As we have a prior booking with Emaar, we can get your unit and secure it today. So don't wait your chance and get in touch with us today.